Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Travis, and you're watching The Knife Shift. In this video, I would like to go over my Blade Show purchases. And believe it or not, it is nothing crazy. I could have went crazy, but it only consists of 2 case knives. That's it. That is all I bought the whole show, which we only went Saturday. But yeah, like I said, I could have bought a whole lot more. But now, would I have a wife when I came back home? Probably not. I'm just kidding, guys. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself now for not spending a little bit more time at the Spyderco booth and just going back and watching some of the Knife Doctor's videos, you know, because he kind of walked through the whole show in his video. And going back and watching some of his videos, I realized, like, I missed a lot. I really did. Anywho, let's start with this bad boy right here. This is the Antique Smooth Bone Muskrat in stainless steel. Now, Case has brought back the pattern, the muskrat pattern, back into somewhat of a regular production because they had to slow them down back during COVID to ramp up some more of their top sellers. So in 2025, the muskrats are making a comeback. And this one, in my opinion, is absolutely beautiful. Because it has that Case XX cartridge shield. And I really love that shield. Those nice, beautiful, smooth, antique bone handles. Just a gorgeous knife. And I always thought Case done their muskrats really well. And you can see very minimal to no gapping. And look at the centering of the blade, y'all. Y'all know as well as I do, you don't get that a whole lot from Case nowadays, but that is nothing really all too worrisome to me anyway. But we have those dual wielding clip blades. Equipped with the brass pins and the brass liners. I mean, excellent snap. I said I think Case really does their muskrats really well, even today. I mean, you can see and hear for yourself in this video that you cannot complain whatsoever about these muskrats. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We will keep her out displayed right over here. Shout out though to Brother Brian over at Bubba's EDC. Finally got to meet and shake his hand in person. Stand up guy. Love him to death. He knows that. Of course, Brother Kevin. Run into Brother Kevin, the Knife Doctor. Finally, I had seen him last year, but I knew he was doing a class down there last year. And I think when I passed him, like he had a little hustle to him. And I think whenever I had passed him, I think he was heading to go do that class, so I didn't stop him or interrupt him or anything like that because he looked rather busy. But anyway, this year I was just happened to be at the Spyderco booth and run into him, so got a picture with him. Thank you, Brother Kevin, for that. Met up again with Brother Randy over at the Georgia Adventurer. And who else? I think that was it, which I got run into a couple of guys that I work with. Well, a couple of guys. One guy in particular that I used to work with. But, anywho, thank y'all for taking time out of your day to come see this old guy. It really means a lot. It really, really does. And now, for numero 2. This one is kind of special. It is engraved, and you can't even see what it is. Think you might know what it is? Well, let's open it and find out what it is. I'm just kidding. I know exactly what it is, but comes in this nice case paper. I thought that was a nice little touch. Anyway, what Smoky Mountain Knife Works did is, everybody knows they brought back even more patterns this year of the Sea Dragon and the Peanut Butter and Jelly lineup of knives. And if you know, you know, but those sell like hotcakes. Well, they come out with a whole new family of each, of both families. Whole new number of knives. Like I said, I have the original 8 pattern family. Well, it's like 9. I think it don't matter. I got the original, everything that was released in 2024. I think, yeah, 2024. Had a brain fart there. Had to realize what year it was. 2024. I have the whole family, including the Christmas trappers of the Sea Dragon, and I have the whole family of the Peanut Butter and Jelly. Just what came out in 2024. I was going to continue with everything in 2025, but I thought that's just a little ridiculous, so I didn't. But with an exception of this bad girl right here. Now, I said what they done is they made 100 of these particular, well, let's just open it up, of these particular variations, if you will. And of course, I had to go with the Sea Dragon. It is my favorite of the Smoky Mountain exclusives, you know, between that and the Peanut Butter and Jelly. The Sea Dragons are definitely by far my favorite. But what they done is they done some etching. They put the little ocean waves over here. You got the little, oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump y'all there. You got the little Sea Dragon over here, and they didn't do anything on the back side. But y'all, look at that burn. It could be burnt a little bit more in the middle there. You know, show side is somewhat better. But we have very little to no blade rub, is what I looked at Blade Show when I picked it up. No gaps. Just beautiful. But like I said, what they did is they did the special engraving, and the ones they engraved, these dropped Friday, the first day of Blade Show. And what they told me was Smoky Mountain Knife Works got 50 of them. And this is all patterns. Like, this is just a sow belly that I got. But they engraved 100 of each pattern. And like I said, they told me Smoky Mountain Knife Works website and store, I guess, got 50, and they brought the other 50 to Blade Show. And I, of course, had to get the Sea Dragon sow belly. Brass pins, brass liners. And on the main blade here, they engraved 1 of 100. So I think these are going to be some stellar pieces. And well, let me just tell you how popular these are if you don't already know. But me, like I said, I went to Blade Show with my younger brother, and we were in line, and there were 3 individuals, 3 men in front of us, buying every single Sea Dragon as well as peanut butter and jelly. I want to say it is 27 knives in total. There were 3 individuals in front of me that bought all 27 1 of 100s. So if you know, you know. They are probably as popular as these things are. And like I said, everybody knows. They are going to have a mighty fine collection in those 2. Like, I thought I had something, in the originals that come out. No. There were some big dogs out there hunting these 1 of 100s. And like I said, I know of 3 individuals that have all patterns in both the peanut butter and jelly and the Sea Dragons. Now, the peanut butter and jelly, I want to say their engravings was a little jelly jar on one end and a peanut butter jar on the other, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, I just love them Sea Dragons. And ooh, don't that purty, as Brother Terry would say. And I mean, you can see, look at that. Very, very, very minimal. See, right in there to no blade rub. Just got just a little smidgen right there. But I see you get into these Stockmans and things like that, it's just going to happen. I'm sorry, it just is. I mean, look at the real estate there. You got to fit not 1, not 2, but 3. If I can get this to focus, there we go. 3 blades. And that is just barely on the liner there that's causing that. Ain't no problem at all. I'll just be careful when I give her a close. But guys, gals, that's it. Like I said, nothing too crazy. I did want to get some more, but like I said, I love my marriage a little bit more than knives, and I knew I probably wouldn't have one if I got back and had spent about, well over $1,000. Because just this here was a pretty penny. A pretty penny. Anyway, guys and gals, love y'all. God bless y'all. And I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.